Titled Greg and the Gate of Time. Greg Miller lived a quiet life in Chandler, Arizona. At 32, he had a job he liked, repairing old arcade machines, and a routine he treasured: morning walks, grilled cheese for lunch, YouTube deep dives about retro theme parks, and a nightly wind down with a nostalgic cartoon. Greg was autistic, and the predictability of his world brought him calm. But something about Universal Studios Orlando in the early 1990s had always fascinated him. The glitz, the optimism, the animatronics. He'd watched every home video uploaded online, memorized maps, even recreated rides in virtual simulators. One evening, while tinkering with the wiring of a busted 1990s time capsule arcade cabinet he'd bought from a collector, Greg noticed a strange glow beneath the machine's coin slot. He blinked, and then the world twisted. The air felt humid. Sounds sharing crowds, vintage pop music, the roar of simulated earthquakes rushed in like a tidal wave. Greg stumbled, dizzy. The pavement beneath him was smoother, newer. His eyes widened as he looked up and saw it. Overwhelmed but curious, Greg wandered through the park. He recognized everything: the Back to the Future ride, the original E.T. adventure, and even the long-gone Ghostbusters stage show. It was exactly as he'd seen in the grainy VHS videos, but real. He could smell the churros and sunscreen, hear the crunch of popcorn underfoot. But time travel, he soon realized, was more complicated than fandom. Greg struggled with the chaotic crowds, the blaring speakers, the unfamiliar scents and textures. He found comfort sitting near the fountain at the center of the park, rocking slightly, blocking out the overstimulation with his noise-canceling headphones thankfully still working. That's where a kid approached him. "You okay?" the boy asked. He wore a Universal Studios fanny pack and looked about 11. "I'm a little lost," Greg replied honestly. "I get it. It's a lot here. Wanna come watch the Fievel show with us? My sister says it's quieter there." Greg followed. He met the boy's family, warm, welcoming people. They chatted after the show, and Greg instinctively started talking about what the park would become in the future. The father raised an eyebrow. "You sound like you've seen it all." Greg paused. "In a way, I have." The family didn't pry. They just let him be. "I'm a little lost," Greg replied honestly. "I get it. It's a lot here. Wanna come watch the Fievel show with us? My sister says it's quieter there." The original Universal Studios Florida archway, bright and touched new. "Welcome to Universal Studios Florida," a chipper voice called out. A woman in shoulder pads and a neon visor handed him a park map printed in bold, early 90s South colors. Greg's breath caught. "No way," he whispered. He was at the grand opening, April 1990. Somehow, the arcade machine had zapped him back in time.